Good morning, YouTube. It's a bit chilly today. It's about 3 degrees centigrade. So today I thought I'd better take the 650 out for a ride. Haven't ridden that bike in, this bike in, I don't know, a week, something like that. So it deserved a little outing. I'm just looking at the UPS truck there. I'll tell you, I'm not happy with UPS right now. I have a skid plate on order, and it was from a motorcycle shop in Germany. Yeah, you know, kind of as promised, I got a notice from UPS. Your package will be shipped on Wednesday, or delivered to you on Wednesday. Cool. And that was when was it? It was last Wednesday, I guess. And then the next notice they said was, well, there's been a change. We're going to do it on Friday instead. And they said it had cleared customs, and there's a customs charge, $21 something. Okay, I paid it. Paid it online at UPS. And I'm waiting for my delivery on Friday. And just in case, I checked the tracking on Friday, and it says, can't be delivered. Or whatever, I forget the wording. So I called UPS, and the woman was absolutely zero help, and I could hardly understand anything she said. She was, I don't know where she was from, but her English was very, very poor. And I got about 50% of it, But the upshot was she couldn't tell me when it would be delivered. I think the next day I phoned again, and I thought, well, I'll get lucky and I'll, find someone that speaks better English. And sure enough, I did. This guy answered the phone, and I told him the tale and what I got from the last lady, which, wasn't definitive. I said, really, what I need to know is I need to know where it is and when it will be shipped, when I can expect it. And he said, well, I'll tell you the honest answer. I said, well, yeah, that's good. That should be the only one. And he said, the problem is it missed the plane. So there was a mistake. And he said, when that happens, in my experience, it will take a long time before they reschedule the delivery. And I said, well, that's kind of unacceptable, isn't it? And he said, yes, it is unacceptable. I understand, he said, but that's the way it is. And I said, can you please contact UPS in Germany and get them to expedite it? And he says, no. And I said, why not? He says, because that's UPS Germany. I'm UPS Canada. I said, it's the same company. Can you not communicate? And he said, no, I cannot call Germany or get in touch with them in any way to expedite this. He said, it's going to take a while. So that was it. Yay for UPS, eh? I don't think I'll ship with them again. I understand, I've heard it so many times. COVID-19. It's a universal excuse for poor service these days. I understand some of it is genuine, but I think a lot of it is, just poor management. Anyway, we got a road close here. Okay. So I don't know when I'll get my skid plate, and I guess it really doesn't matter to me anymore because we're going to have winter weather real soon, and I will not be able to get up on the trails or anything, which is where I need it. So I assume I'll have it sometime in the next month, and the bike will be ready for springtime. And on the shock front, as some of you know, I am intending to replace the rear shock with a K-Tech shock made for this bike or set up for this bike. And That has been out of stock for a long time, and it is still out of stock. It's been since, when? September 8, I think I ordered it. Oh boy, roadworks everywhere. You know, they're doing a lot of building here in dear old Kelowna. Recently they had one of these cranes right downtown on the old downtown Main Street. You know, every town has one of those. And on one of those high rises going up, they had a large crane, and they were in the process of, I think, dismantling it or getting it set up for that, and it collapsed. And you can imagine the weight of all that steel coming down, and it killed 5 people. Yeah, really tragic. Anyway, yeah, the shock. And that's another thing that I probably won't have on the bike until midwinter, or if my fingers are too cold to work in my unheated garage, I'll put it on in springtime, right? I'll try and have everything ready for spring. I guess that's the upshot here. I've also got a spring on order for the front fork K-Tech, but I don't want that until they ship the shock. I don't want to pay double shipment. And I'm not locked into K-Tech. You know, they refunded my money because they charged in full when I placed the order, and because of the delays, I wasn't comfortable with that, so they refunded it. And I lost a whole swack of dollars. I think it was $60 I lost on the exchange rate. You know, our Canadian dollar went up in value, I guess, unbeknownst to me, between the time that I had first paid and then I got the refund. And the refund, though it was for the same dollars USD, it was for $60 less in CAD. It's a good job I'm filthy rich, eh? So with the winter weather coming up, I'm obviously not going to be riding too much. Not as much as in the summer and spring and fall, of course. I mean, as you know, I ride through the winter, but I think each winter I ride a little bit less than the previous winter. I no longer want to ride when it's below freezing. I used to ride way below freezing. I think my coldest ride was minus 12 centigrade. That was with an open face MX style helmet. I felt pretty alive when I got home, I'll tell you. So anymore, I think, you know, above zero, you know, give me 2 degrees, 3 degrees or more, then I'm okay. I'm satisfied. Preferably sunny, day like today. You know, when you ride below zero or a couple degrees above zero, there's a little bit too much chance of ice that you know, it's hard to see. Little ice patches, maybe in a shady section. Ice developing overnight, hasn't had a chance to melt. That's not too cool on a motorcycle. As it is in the winter, there's enough hazards. Cold tires, gravel in the corners, all sorts of things you got to watch out for. But that's okay that I don't have, or that I won't be riding as much as normal, because it'll give me an opportunity to catch up on things at home, in the studio, and in my workouts. A chance to spend more time doing certain things, pick up on some things that I have been, I won't say neglecting, just maybe choosing not to do for the last while, but I would like to. So the winter's good for that. I think maybe over the next few days I might do a little video on my setup, my my man cave, my 2 rooms that I have dedicated to my use. Maybe it'll inspire some people to set their own space up. I'm a huge believer in personal space, both mentally and physically. I believe in taking space and creating space. I think that's it for this ride. I'm going to carry on riding, but I'll end the video here, so thanks for joining me. Stay warm, stay safe. Enjoy your riding. Have a blast.